We all have an intrinsic Buddha nature, but accumulated ignorance covers this most precious and pure intrinsic nature. The Buddha has an undefiled intrinsic nature, so his wisdom is transcendent and without confusion or delusion. Thus he can explain sentient beings' foolish actions and ignorance. Because the minds of ordinary people have been repeatedly defiled, the truth cannot abide in their minds for long. In each new lifetime, they are still deluded and confused. This is unlike those who are pure of mind and carry the wisdom they have accumulated over many lives. If we can maintain the purity of our minds, we can do big things to save the world. The media once reported on a child prodigy in America. At 13 months old, he already understood math. At the age of 2, he could pick out grammatical mistakes. By the time he was 13 years old, he had 2 bachelor's degrees and wanted to become the future president of the United States. This shows that his intrinsic nature was not defiled by afflictions. So when he returned to this world, even without a teacher or much study, he was able to understand many things. He has a broader range of knowledge than most people. But people with this kind of innate purity and ability are few and far between. We often hear about troubled teenagers who are drawn to bad friends, so afflictions cause chaos in their minds. Because they are unwilling to have contact with positive people, they lack good affinities. Even if someone is willing to work with them, it is difficult to effectively help them. But when unwholesome friends beckon, they start walking in the wrong direction. They drag race, take drugs, and brawl. Their behavior is worrisome indeed. This is all due to their intrinsic nature being covered by ignorance. They were born with the negative conditions they created in past lives, which allowed afflictions to cause chaos in their minds. And ignorant of their true nature, they are self-indulgent and self-conceited. Ignorance naturally leads to self-indulgence, which is simply doing as one pleases, refusing to uphold one's responsibilities, only thinking of oneself in everything, and being unwilling to listen to others. Self-conceit is even more frightening. Such people rely on their youth, strength, money, influence, fame, wealth, parents' adoration, or friends' power. These people refuse to accept teachings from beneficial friends, relying instead on improper sources of power to satisfy their desires. Self-indulgent and self-conceited, they gradually accumulate many bad habits. In contrast, people who uphold morals and ethics and fulfill their fundamental responsibilities find it relatively easy to rediscover their intrinsic nature.